Hi, everybody. I just want to send a quick message. I don't know how many of you are aware of what's going on in North Dakota with the Native Americans and the peaceful demonstrations that have been going on about the pipeline. Uh, this has been going on pretty heavily for the month of November. I actually have been like updated regularly by my mother, who, because, well, you can't tell it by looking at me, but we actually have a great deal of Native American blood in us. So that's one of her big interests is anything that's going on with the Native Americans. Um, the demonstration is growing bigger, and right now there's talk of them postponing putting in the piping for it. Of course, the Native Americans, their big concern is that their water is going to become contaminated, their only water source. Um, Now, as my mom has been sharing this with me for several days now, probably over a week, really. Um, I've checked out some things myself. I've looked at some news stuff that she said, and during that, though, without really wanting it, um, I didn't ask for it. That's what I mean by that when I say it that way. Um, the Lord gave me a vision, and it was pretty quick, but I've been having this feeling of kind of a heaviness about this, and I was like, I don't like the feeling I'm getting about this. It doesn't feel good. Um, I started praying, and then I saw the vision, and it was pretty quick. And I'm sure that it would actually cause some upset among people who watch this video, and I'm very well aware of that. But what I saw basically was I saw that this was not going to be something that the Native American people were going to win, as far as their continued protest of it. I didn't see them installing the pipes and the whole thing, but what I saw was actually much worse than that. And I've been in a lot of prayer and a lot of sorrow about it. And that's why I know I have to share, to ask for other people to pray, as well as if you live in that region in North Dakota there, to go there and evangelize, share Jesus Christ. There are a lot of unsaved that are there. And what I saw was it wasn't a great number of people, so I don't think it's going to happen anytime like soon. I think maybe this happens after some things die down and maybe some people go back home. But I saw a lot of Native Americans, and they looked like they were on the ground asleep outside, but they weren't asleep. They were actually dead. And I knew that it was some kind of like gas or some kind of, it really came across as gas, some kind of poisonous gas that was used. And the only other things I can share, other than that being very definitive, what I saw is I also saw, I also got these are strong impressions, okay? And I want you to understand there's a difference between an impression and actually fully seeing and knowing that you've seen something exactly from God. And these were impressions in my spirit, which I really do trust. They tend to be very correct. And the impressions that I got was that there would be some concealment that would surround this. Perhaps maybe it will be made to look like something different happened. Um, and also that there is either a CEO or some political leader um, that is very connected with this pipeline, um, that is a big part of what happens as far as like chain of command and all that. I didn't see this leader. Like I said, these were impressions that I felt. So my message is I want to warn people there in North Dakota, that this is something that God has shown me, and I want you to be very careful. And I by no means encourage either way, giving up or whatever. That's not me. I am simply a prophet. Well, I don't like to call myself a prophet. I'm a maidservant of the Lord, okay? I get visions and dreams, and many have come to pass, and I have a responsibility to share it, regardless of how people feel about it. Um, and that's just what I'm doing here. So I would encourage people in North Dakota, the Native Americans there to take heed to this. And I also ask for people to just pray for people, pray about this, what's going on there, about this pipeline, pray about um, the Native American people there, pray for them. And if you are in that region, you know, guys, there we have to really start taking drastic measures because our time is very short and the things that are about to happen are so grave, okay? So if you live in that area and you know this is happening, go there with tracts about Jesus Christ to share by mouth about Jesus Christ in whatever way you can. I encourage you. You know, if you live there and you're hearing this, I hope that with all of my heart and pray with all of my heart that you will heed this and you will pray and ask God to show you exactly what to do. And I don't know that you have to have a whole lot of prompting. You know, it's not like we have to wait for God to tell us to witness about Him. You know, that's never been anything. I mean, that's just something I think we fabricate in our minds as Americans because of the culture we live in. So I encourage people to just take a trip there, take some time, take a few days, go there on a daily basis or on the weekend, and share the gospel with these people. They're not hostile people, okay? For the most part, I mean these are very kind and peaceful people. Um, so I mean, there's really, I mean, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about getting, you know, harassed or horribly persecuted. I mean, that's one thing I'll just throw in there. So please, I ask that that you do this. I'm not there. I can only share by the very limited um, social media that I have. And also, you can share this video. I plan on typing in a post on my blog about it, my blog, and I'll probably put something on Facebook. So share those things if you want, but do more than just share. Share the gospel. If you are able to, if you are in a place, please do. And please, everyone, pray. Pray for the people. Pray for their souls. And just pray about this pipeline. And that's really all I have. Um, and I appreciate all of your prayers. My husband is actually doing worse again. I'm doing a little better physically. Been kind of a hard day today, but he does have mono, so he's probably going to end up going back to the doctor tomorrow, and they'll probably send him back to the emergency room again. So I keep praying for him, and I just ask that you continue to pray for him. And I really appreciate all of your prayers. They mean so much to me. It just really touches my heart. And I just pray that God blesses and in a special way blesses you today and tonight and in the days to come. And I pray that in the name of Jesus, and I do mean it. Thank you.